I'm looking for a job. In fact, I've made up my mind to find a career that I can learn and grow into. Who am I? I'm a hard worker. I set high goals, and I've been told that I'm persistent. And I'm thinking, television news might just be something I love, as well as something I happen to be good at.
I saw this movie a week ago, and I'm obsessed. It's like a problem. I have like this weird obsession with it because when I walked out of the theater, I felt like I'd been kind of punched in the stomach. So people were like, "What'd you think?" And I couldn't answer because I actually was winded from the experience. What do you think it is about the movie that makes you feel, or made me feel, like I had just been punched in the stomach in a good way?
Well, I think if in a good way, I think it's because maybe we feel complicit, you know? Like somehow those intentions that Lou has and all the things that he sort of spews and all these soliloquies he talks about, you know, all the kind of modern idea of success and succeeding in business and those things that we all kind of follow in a way, or have been taught, or we hear, that we agree with, and then he uses them in a sort of amoral way without even really being aware of it. I think it kind of speaks to pieces of us where, you know, that kind of ruthless side of humanity, or even the ruthless side of a person where you go like, you know, in order to get ahead, what do? You know, and to ask yourself those questions honestly. It's interesting. I think when someone like you says that to me, I think, oh, this person must be a good person, which is actually very interesting because,
well, thanks.
Yeah, because I'm a little less trustworthy when someone's like, it was, you know, he's just, you know, because I think that kind of people you know, you don't want to see how much you're like Lou. You know?
Yeah.
So if you feel that, I feel like that's good because you have that side of you in check.
The best and clearest way that I can phrase it to you, Lou, to capture the spirit of what we air, is think of our newscast as a screaming woman running down the street with her throat cut.
I understand.
I love your character in this film because she's so juicy. There's so much to chew on with Nina. She's vulnerable, but she's like this stone cold bitch, and she's like, she's ruthless. She's so many things.
She was desperate, so I find myself crossing moral boundaries that I wouldn't otherwise cross, and it really comes from fear and hurt and desperation and trying to hold on, and I get where she's coming from. So once I had that, it was clear sailing. And then once you cross that boundary, and she saw like, wow, she saw the things that she was getting in return, it was just a slippery slope, and she ended up almost giddy about what she had. So I don't think she started that way. I don't know. We all have a certain sociopath tendency in us. I don't think we ever start out trying to hurt someone, but we do have desperate qualities, and we do things that we may not otherwise do if we weren't so afraid.
My motto is, if you want to win the lottery, you have to make the money to buy a ticket. You have to make the money to buy a ticket. You have to make the money to buy a ticket!